How's it going, everybody? It's Yong here, and welcome to Day 0 of the Final Fantasy XV Countdown Retrospective. We made it, folks, we fucking made it. Part of me still can't believe that the decade-old title has finally awoken from its slumber. It's pretty surreal. Now, before you proceed, I highly recommend you check out Day 1, in which I talked about the rest of the news leading up to the game's launch. In this video, I'll be talking about the only thing that there's left to talk about, reviews of the long-awaited title, and of course, the launch of the game. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. I would like to begin by taking a look at Metacritic. As you can see here, the game has been met with overall pretty solid positive feedback, coming in at an aggregate score of 86 out of 100, with 25 reviews in. The highest score was a 95, and the lowest was an 80. I've looked through a bunch of these reviews, and I've managed to get a rundown for common pros and cons. Commonly praised features include the dynamic between Noctis and crew, as well as their journey and story of friendship, the constant banter and interactions between Noctis and crew, the game's fluid, fun, and satisfying combat system, the seamless, expansive, lush open world, the highly detailed monsters and creatures inhabiting the world, the numerous activities you can partake in, from finding ingredients for Ignis to cook with, to fishing, surprisingly enjoyable road trips, the many unique and dangerous dungeons and secrets scattered throughout the world, the game's emotional ending, and the overall presentation, from its incredible soundtrack, fantastic art direction, gorgeous visuals, to a variety of truly epic moments. The most commonly criticized aspects include the overall vague story, which is apparently messy, poorly told, and filled with plot holes, particularly during the latter half, underdeveloped characters outside the main party who come off one-dimensional compared to Noctis and crew, an unremarkable villain, the game's camera, particularly in tight spaces, half-baked or wasted gameplay mechanics like limited customization or limited control of the car in manual mode, an impractical summon system where too many conditions have to be met to execute, a magic system that often discourages use with its limited resources, repetitive, tedious fetch quest-style side quests, and a jarring final act that completely removes you from the open world that you know and love in favor of a cramped, linear segment featuring a mishmash of bizarre gameplay segments where you'll do things like stealth, navigate through a labyrinth, or simply fight waves of enemies or walk around to trigger cutscenes. Oh, and there were a few reports of bugs and crashes that lost the reviewer a significant chunk of progress. So all in all, the overall impression that I got from reviews is that Final Fantasy XV is far from perfect, but when it works wonders, with many reviewers considering it to be the first step in the right direction that the Final Fantasy series has taken in a while. So while the game has problems when it comes to story and the like, the general consensus is that the game's awesome combat system, its beautiful and expansive world, and the great dynamic between the four main protagonists glue the whole package together into something worth checking out. Now keep in mind that these aren't my words, I'm just paraphrasing what other reviewers are saying. My own review will be released in the coming few days, but in the end it's up to you to try the game out and make your own judgment. With the reviews out of the way, the last thing left to report is that on November 29th, 2016, Final Fantasy XV officially launched. Thus concludes the Final Fantasy XV Countdown Retrospective series. I want to thank you guys for taking this 2 months long journey with me, and I hope that you found this series insightful and entertaining. Also, congratulations on making it through the 10 years long wait. Go buy the game and enjoy the hell out of it. You've earned it. After that, I hope you will stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah to be further updated on future Final Fantasy XV developments and future Final Fantasy titles. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out!